Good morning, my dear learners. How are you? Okay, fine. I am also fine. My dear learners, are you staying home? Okay, thank you very much. I know you are staying at your home for COVID-19 pandemic situation. At present, the situation is increasing, gradually increasing, rather before the months. My dear learners, you know, in my last classes I have discussed about one of the most important topics, voice change. How to transform the assertive sentences from active to passive. Now, I am going to discuss the rest of the rules, how to transform the assertive sentence from active to passive. But before going to start my class, I would like to introduce myself. This is MAHMUD, Assistant Teacher English, Rabita Model High School, Rangamati. Now, my dear learners, let's start our lesson. My dear learners, if the assertive sentence begins with, if the assertive sentence is with complex sentence, if the assertive sentence is complex sentence, there is no extra rules but only instruction. If you find the sentence is with complex sentence, then we have to transform from active to passive on the both clause. You know, complex sentence has two or more clause. Okay, such as the man told me that I have seen you. Notice the sentence. The man told me that I have seen you before. Okay, my dear learners. In this case, the man told me is a clause and I have seen you before is another clause. There are two clauses, and two clause is connected with conjunction that. When more than one clause is connected with conjunction, that is complex. Okay, complex sentence. Then, my dear learners, we have to transform on both clauses from active to passive. First clause, the man told me. This is past indefinite tense. Okay, we have to write object as subject form. The object form me, but subject form I. You know, told is past form. That means this is past indefinite tense. You know, in passive voice, past indefinite tense bears auxiliary verb was, where. Okay, I singular, so we shall use was as auxiliary verb. Use of auxiliary verb, we shall use was. Past participle form told, past participle form same, told. Past form and past participle form in this case same, told. Then by and Subject will be used as object form. Same, the man. Okay. And conjunction, that. Okay. We have transformed first clause into passive, then conjunction, and we have to transform the next clause according to previous rules. The man told me that I have seen you before. Okay. In this case, I have seen you before. You know, this is present perfect tense. Okay, my dear learners. Object you as subject you. If auxiliary verb have has, we shall use been in passive case. Okay. Then past participle verb seen, then extension, and then by, and the subject as object form. Okay. Me, yes. My dear learners, but if the sentence begins with subject, verb, object, and then present participle. Okay. Subject, then verb, then object, and then present participle. In this case, there is no matter to worry. This is according to previous rules. We shall transfer the sentence, but the present participle, we shall use present participle as extension. Okay. Then there will be no matter to transfer, such as I shall buy a pen going to market. Okay. I shall buy a pen going to market. In this case, going to market, subject I, verb shall, buy, auxiliary verb shall, buy, base form of verb buy. You know, this is future indefinite tense. A pen, object, subject, verb, object, and then going to market is present participle. Okay. Dear learners, present participle extension is same. Okay. Then we shall use firstly object as subject, a pen, auxiliary verb shall. You know, future and modal auxiliary verb shall, will. In passive case, we shall use be, a pen, singular. You know, only I, first person subject of first person I, and we bears shall. In another case, we shall use will. A pen will be for passive case. Okay. And then past participle form. You know, past participle form of buy. Do you know? Yes, very good boy. But, okay. But. Then present participle, that means extension, going to market, and then buy, and subject as object form. Okay, my dear learners. But my dear learners, if the sentence begins with subject one, everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, or so on. Okay. If the subject one, everyone, anyone, somebody, someone, okay, my dear learners, then we have to transform this types of sentence. We have to write at first object as subject, then according to tense and person we shall use auxiliary verb, then past participle form of verb. and if there is extension, then we shall write extension. But in this case, we shall not use subject as object form. Okay, as we shall not write subject as object form, so there is no need to write by. Okay, that means we shall write object as subject form, then according to tense and person, auxiliary verb, then past participle form of verb. Okay, let's see an example. Everybody believes an honest boy. Everybody believes an honest boy. In this case, everybody subject, everybody or everyone. Okay, then verb believes, object, and honest boy. In passive case, we have to write object as subject form and honest boy. Okay, believes, you know, this is present indefinite tense. Okay, verb present form, this is present indefinite tense. In present indefinite tense, in passive case, for present indefinite tense, in passive case we shall use am, is, are. Okay, an honest boy, singular, third person singular, so we shall use is. Auxiliary verb in passive case is. Then past participle form, believed. Okay, this is enough. Okay, one should follow the rules of health. One should follow the rules of health. Another example, my dear learners, subject 1, auxiliary verb should, verb follow, object the rules of health. Now in passive case, for passive case we shall write object as subject form, rules of health, then auxiliary verb should. This is modal auxiliary verb, so in passive case we shall use be. After modal auxiliary verb we shall use be. The rules of health should be past participle form of follow. Yes, followed, and this is enough. Okay, my dear learners, I hope this is enough for transforming voice sense from active to passive, especially for assertive sentence. Okay, my dear learners, I hope you will be staying your home and practicing more and more. If you practice more and more, you will be able to make you perfect. Okay, thank you very much for enjoying my classes.